So, GTA 6 trailer just dropped and oh boy, everyone's mind is like absolutely blown away. And first things first, right away, the video was not scheduled to release until later today, but unfortunately, Rockstar had to prepone the release time. And the reason for that, well, as you can see, they got leaked again. So, yeah, that's the reason why we got the trailer pretty early, almost more than 12 hours early. So, anyways, here's the trailer. I'm sure like all of you have seen it. So, in this video, we'll be going with the breakdown as well as the little details and stuff you probably might have missed and the highlights. So, without wasting much time, let's get on to the video, guys. First and foremost itself is this beautiful view of what is going to be the place of GTA 6. We are like not sure like what exactly it's going to be called as, but you know, we are pretty sure it's based off of the Vice City or Florida. So yeah, you know, feast your eyes to this view. I'm absolutely in love with this view. Anyways, moving on, the first things first are the vehicles, and some of them are somewhat repeated from the GTA 5 game, so it's not that new or anything. Like this towing pickup truck, they're all, you know, kind of recycled from the old game. The truck that is carrying some stuff on the back as well as some of these box trucks are somewhat new, but you know, can't make out much details anyhow. Moving on, there is also this long tower, probably the tallest structure in the game. I'm just guessing, you know, radio tower or some tower. Moving on, there's also this water recycling plant or something, and behind that we get a view of the prison. The reason I pointed it out because, you know, the first glimpses is going to be from the prison, which, like I said, this is probably the prison, you know, fence, and backside is going to be probably the parking space for the prison. Anyways, moving on. First and foremost glimpse, here we go, guys, the first female protagonist of the GTA series, and here is Lucia, and as you can guess, she is in the prison. And right away I want to mention that the character model, it's like absolutely amazing. The level of detail, you know, take a look at the hairs and the eyelashes and everything, it's pretty detailed, so pretty good on that. And in the next clip, we get a glimpse of the, I guess, the prison counselor or something, you know, related to the prison. And she asks the question and the answer is somewhat similar to what we got in GTA 5 trailer. You know, when Michael says, "Why did I move here? It's because of the weather." You know, those statements. It was just like this, you know, the resemblance, you know, that thing came to our minds the moment we saw this clip. So, yeah, that was kind of a neat little touch, I guess, but in a newer manner. And take a look at those sun rays, you know, passing through the windows and hitting her face. Like the level of detail, like I mentioned earlier, it's absolutely amazing, guys. And this is just the first trailer, so a lot more is going to be there. Next glimpse is we get to see more of the landscape, and first and foremost is that we are getting these smaller yards as well as the bigger yards which we see later on in the trailer. Anyways, there's more of the wildlife like the dolphins on the left as well as the shark on the right side, which we get more glimpses of in the next clip. And we also get like, you know, water activities like the speedboats as well as the jet skis and so on. And slowly it pans up to the beach area as well as the city in the backdrop. And boy, oh boy, like we were not ready for this. Our minds were like instantly blown away looking at all of this, guys. The beach is like jam-packed. I mean, GTA 5 beaches are nowhere near to this level of, you know, being packed. But anyways, the city on the backdrop, as well as the landscaping, as well as the trees and the foliage is absolutely beautiful. There's also this dodo plane, you know, with a banner on the back saying 569 when you can 919. I guess we'll learn more about this once the game releases. But yeah, for now, moving on. There's more views of the building structures, that is basically the apartments or penthouses or even office buildings, for example. And the attention to detail, like, you know, interiors of those buildings look much better than what they looked in GTA 5. Because in GTA 5 it looked like we had these, you know, fake decals as the windows interiors. So this looks much neater. Anyways, moving on. Then we have more of the swamp area, which is, you know, major part of the nature part in Florida. So yeah, also a new vehicle for, you know, traveling through the swamp. Anyways, moving on, there's also a glimpse of the, you know, more of the areas covered in swamp and lots and lots of flamingos with alligators. Yep, alligators. We just had to worry about the sharks in GTA 5, but now we'll have to worry about alligators, you know. And then moving on back to the beach area. I mean, take a look at this screenshot, guys. I mean, the beach is like absolutely jam-packed. Like a lot of stuff is going on right here. A lot of people and also a lot of variety with those people, NPCs. So that's actually pretty good. And a few of the returning vehicles like this Conada. I might be wrong. I think the Brigham something. I don't know. I don't quite remember the name of this helicopter. But anyways, there is also the Sea Sparrow as well as the aircraft on the back, which seems kind of very familiar. And there is also the jet skis, which are already in GTA 5. But the pickup truck is somewhat seems to be newer to this game. So that as well as the trailer it's carrying the jet skis on kind of seems interesting and new. And one more thing that I want to point out in this particular screenshot is with this guy and also a girl. And you can see that they're running along with a chihuahua. So hopefully we're getting pets, animals walking around on the map. Unlike, with GTA 5 and GTA Online where they kind of removed it. But anyways, this kind of looks pretty cool and a nice touch, I can say. And in the next clip, we get glimpses of the harbor area where we get a big cargo ship as well as 3 boats. I don't know if they're racing or if they're part of the mission. But anyways, they look pretty good, guys. So that's with the harbor. And then we get a glimpse of the city at night with particularly the highway. And the vehicle looks like it's the Pegasus Zeruso from GTA 5. And the one in front of it, the silver one, looks like the Pininfarina Batista, which name I kind of forgot in GTA 5, which is the Crotty. But anyways, guys, coming back to the view, the buildings look absolutely beautiful. The night sky, the roads, everything looks really good. And the guy in the silver sports car looks to be, taking a photo or video of protagonists. And I think this might be from a mission, because I don't think this probably will be going on with free roam. But anyways, it's just a wild guess. We'll have to wait and check it out. And the characters in view are Lucia and Jason, as you can see, with a side glimpse of Jason's head. And yeah, moving on to the next clip, we get a glimpse of the car scene, somewhat similar to the LS car meet, but in a more typical outdoor manner. And the first things first is that the vehicle on the right, the green car, it is the Chrysler 300C, which was already there in the GTA 4 game, but we never received it in GTA 5. So that car is coming back in GTA 6. So that is actually pretty cool and a nice little touch. And apart from that, we got like so many of these lowriders all completely decked out with a small glimpse of the inside of the car meet. And moving on, there's another new motorcycle that's part of GTA 6. We do not have that in GTA 5. And behind that is the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. And yeah, it's one of the returning vehicles, so it's nothing new or anything. So that's with that. And then moving on, well, look what we have here. And no, it's not the typical nightclub, but it is actually the strip club. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to mention that is because take a look at this Make It Rain Mondays. This was one of the interiors that was leaked in 2022, where we got like a bunch of clips that got leaked of the GTA 6 game, and this interior was one of them. Anyways, moving on. Next clip shows like 2 characters interacting, and the level of detail is what I wanted to point it out here. The chains he is wearing, the watches, as well as the body tattoo, and everything about this, the level of detail is absolutely stunning, guys. Moving on, we get a glimpse of the aerial view of the city at night, and it's absolutely breathtaking, guys. I mean, the various cities are kind of, spread out amongst the water bodies, so it's not going to be like a one huge landmass like in GTA 5. Like it was kind of boring, right? So this is going to be taking a lot more of travel through land or air or even water. So I'm definitely sure water vehicles are going to be used much more in this game. Sadly, it was not in GTA 5. And talking about the water vehicles, you can actually see the yachts and boats moving around, which actually brings life to the game. So this is a huge thumbs up. Hopefully the ones that we can own, the yachts, are also drivable, unlike in GTA 5. And adding to the screenshot, the tennis courts are back. Just something that I wanted to point out, I guess. And yeah, as a whole, this thing is absolutely beautiful, guys. Well, the night scene actually continues and we get more glimpses of the cars, and With this first image itself, like a lot of them are returning vehicles like the Purfister Grotti as well as the Cocket D10 and the Gauntlet. So all of these are returning vehicles, but in one of those smaller fraction of a second we get to see a new car, and as you can see right here, it is the Lamborghini Aventador, and I'm pretty sure it's like the better version of the Zentorno, because the Zentorno in GTA 5 it looked okay, but it nowhere resembled the Lamborghini Aventador in any manner. So this actually looks much better, and yeah, it's also completely decked out with spoilers and everything, looking pretty good, I gotta say. And one more thing that I wanted to point out is with this NPC, and the reason is that take a look at the shoulder. He's having a reptile, I think the iguana or something, and it is on his shoulder. So yeah, a bit of huge variety, I mean guys, I'm blown away. I'll leave it to you all to comment down in the comments what you guys think about this. Anyways, now moving on to the next clip, we get a glimpse of the nightclub. Well, the usual nightclubs, not the other one which we saw earlier. Anyways, we got 2 of these in GTA Online, and yeah, moving on. Boy oh boy, this view is absolutely amazing. The water bodies, take a look at the water guys, see how crystal clear it looks, the way it moves, absolutely beautiful. And also the lush greenery we have, the vegetation is also breathtakingly good. All of these small islands connected through these bridges kind of makes it fun. And also to point out is that the cargo ships as well as the yachts are all moving around. So this, like I said earlier on, it brings character and life to the game, and it will be somewhat like involving for us players to play the game instead of an open world that is completely dead. So yeah, moving on to the next clip. Well, the screenshot that's gonna be plastered across all of the social media and YouTube for like the next 2 years is this next clip. And well, before we go to that, I just wanted to bring your attention to the backdrop, which looks massive. Like take a look at how far those buildings are located. So this is definitely gonna be a huge map compared to GTA 5. And yeah, here is the clip, which is gonna be like viral and clickbaited and overused on all of YouTube platforms. And yeah, I'm not sure if that is the protagonist, that is Lucia. Let me know down in the comments if you think that is, or it might be some other NPCs, but I think that might be Lucia. Anyways, moving on, there's the Vice board, and it looks situated somewhat next to an airport because of this tower right here. And right after that, we get glimpses of the Rockstar's take on social media. I guess, Instagram Reels, TikTok, and whatnot social media apps, Rockstar makes fun of them. But one point that I want to mention right away is that the character, the female NPC on the left in white, appears to be very, very close to the one that we saw earlier. I mean, even the clothing, it looks so much similar to the one. The glasses are different, but other than that, everything is absolutely similar. So that kind of begs the question, is that Lucia or someone else? So yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys. Anyways, that's with that, and we get few more glimpses of the Florida state with the social media app. And yeah, it's kind of fun to see Rockstar's take on all of this. And have a wise day. This was kind of hilarious, the caption. And yeah, then we get more into the nightlife, where we get shown the street takeovers. I mean, this is a thing in USA right now. Like, I mean, not just now, it's been going on from a lot of years. But yeah, this is being brought into GTA 6. That's kind of a neat little touch on Rockstar's side. And the vehicles, well, some of these are, recycled old ones from GTA 5. But the pink one here looks like a Crown Vic. And the rest of them, the Mustang Cobra, the Audi A8, the Mitsubishi Eclipse, the Nissan Skyline. I'm sorry, like I'm not getting the GTA names. My mind is way too excited to think about all of that. But all of these are somewhat the Uber Max Cypher, yeah, the BMW M2. So all of these are already existing GTA 5. So yeah, moving on to the next clip, we get a CCTV footage which shows the alligator going inside of a shop. I mean, the first thing that came to mind is, imagine you're doing a heist or a robbery, or you're taking over a shop, and once you're trying to go out, you are facing an alligator and you got to take it out. Imagine how wild that will be. Absolutely mind-blowing, isn't it? Anyways, in the backdrop, the one thing that caught my attention is a blue pickup truck, which we can't see much of, but the blue hatchback, which looks more like a Golf, the Volkswagen Golf. I'm not sure like which version, but hey, it looks kind of similar to that. So yeah. Anyways, moving on, there is also what seems like a body cam footage of the cops. I don't think this is gonna be a feature in the game. This might be just for the trailer, because first person view, third person view, and on top of that a body cam footage. I'm not really sure, but anyways, this looks new. And more of the social media stuff. And one thing that caught my attention is this red truck in the fuel station, which looks more like a Dodge Ram dually. I don't know what they're called in real life, so help me out down in the comments, but it looks so much like the real life version, guys. I mean, players have been requesting for a Dodge Ram in GTA Online for a very long time, an updated one, not the old one, I mean. So seeing this, I'm sure like a lot of players are gonna be happy. And right after that, before the clip ends, we get a glimpse of the Sand King, which is completely lifted and modified. And keep this particular Sand King in mind, which I'm gonna be coming back to in a short while, guys. So yeah, the next clip we get a glimpse of, like I said, once again, the social media stuff. But here we also get to see the billboards in much more detail in the background. So Vice Beaches, Port Vice City, Keys, Vice City International Airport, all of those details. And in the next clip I wanted to point out is that the metallic pearl finish that we have, the paint job we get for these newer vehicles, and take a look at how it is glowing in the sun, just like in real life. So that is absolutely beautiful, guys. I mean, I can't imagine the amount of customizations we can do in GTA 6. So very much looking forward to it. Next we have Rockstar making fun of the usual day-to-day stuff, and here is the part that I wanted to mention about. And this clip shows the activities taking on in the off-road area. And yeah, here is the part that I wanted to point out right away. Do you remember the white Sand King that I pointed out? Here is that exact same one with the exact wheels, I guess. And yeah, there's quite a few other off-road vehicles, with also a monster truck jumping in the background, and also a new monster truck which comes up right in the background as well. And that looks more like a Sand King monster truck instead of the usual Liberator that we have in GTA 5, because it looks like it has a 4-door body with a pickup truck back. More of the social media stuff, and there's a view of the party scenario. I hope these keep on taking place regularly instead of just for missions or very rare occasions. It is going to be a nice touch in the map. And with the next clip we get to see the billboards as well as the cops, and the usual Rockstar way, making fun of the real life stuff in a sarcastic way. So the billboards are always fun to read. And in the next clip we get to see a new police car, which is a Crown Vic, and the SUV2 is a new one for GTA 6. So both of them are basically the Ford real life vehicles. So I'm absolutely liking the way they have updated the vehicles. Pretty good on Rockstar side. And right after that we get a glimpse of Jason for the first time in the trailer, and once again Lucia. Right after that we get a glimpse of Weasel News still being active in GTA 6, and also we are getting Gauntlet police cars. Take a look at that. These are the 2-door ones, not the Dodge Charger. That is also there at the bottom if you take a look at the car with the numbers 223A. So that's there. And moving on, I'm guessing this is from the news channels or the police websites. I'm not sure where this is from. Anyways, more of the gangs and motorcycle scenes. This is pretty good. Hopefully these keep taking place in the free roam as well, not just the missions. And with the next clip we get a glimpse of those very same motorcycle gang, I think, taking over the streets. And here we get a glimpse of newer vehicles, I guess. And the first and foremost one that got my attention is this old school 2-door Dodge Ram pickup truck. And behind that is the Banshee, which is an iconic car at this point. There's also the Futo making a comeback. And with the police cars, as you can see, the Dodge Charger, the usual one, but the ones with the white skin is the Ford Taurus. So that is probably a new vehicle. And yeah, I'm kind of liking a different variety of police vehicles in the game. In the next clip we get a glimpse of the nighttime takeover once again, and 2 new vehicles. The pickup truck on the right can't make out, but the one in the green is the Chrysler 300, and it has got the customs. I'm not sure like which customs it is. It might be a new one, as it's mentioned on the windshield right there. And once again, glimpses of Lucia and Jason. before we get a glimpse of them in the getaway car. And here we get the gun shop, which is going to be the ammunition in GTA 6. And right away we see newer cars there, and first and foremost is the Dubster, which is the Mercedes G-Wagon. And take a look at how beefy and rugged it looks here. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? There's also a few more other vehicles on the backdrop, like the Audi Q7, a bunch of old school boxy off-roaders, and a pickup truck probably. And the car the two protagonists are getting away in is actually the declassed Tulip, which we already got in GTA 5. So it's not new or anything. In the next clip, it kind of confirms all our, speculations and guesses that these two protagonists are basically a couple in GTA 6. So yeah, there we go. And right after that, for the ending clip, we get those two protagonists holding up a store. And that is where the trailer ends. Boy, oh boy, quite a lot of stuff to, grasp in, isn't it? I mean, this is just the trailer 1, so there's probably going to be trailer 2 as well as another trailer before the game actually releases. And yeah, guys, I'm absolutely blown away. Like, the level of detail, there's still like a lot of stuff that I do not want to nitpick and mention in this video because it would take a lot of time. So you can guess like there's a ton of stuff in this game. So what do you guys think? Are you all happy? I mean, like, we have waited like a freaking long time for GTA 6, even like a glimpse of this new GTA game. And finally we got it. So what do you all think? I mean, yeah, we gotta wait like another 1.5 to 2 years before we get to actually play the game. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be limited to console players, that is the new gen console players. And I don't think PC players are gonna be getting it on the launch day. We guys will have to wait for some time, just like how they did with GTA 5. Hopefully that's not the case, fingers crossed, and yeah, praying it's gonna be on day 1 itself. So anyways guys, that's it with the trailer breakdown and all of the small details and stuff which we all probably might miss. And let me know all your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Did the trailer live up to the hype? Are you all excited? Let me know down in the comments. Do drop the video a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to stay tuned. Thank you all and have a good day.